In this series, we're exploring the 5 process groups that guide us through managing a project lifecycle. Now let's delve into the 4th process group, monitoring and controlling. As the team is executing the development of the deliverable, we as project managers are evaluating if the team is meeting the objectives. This process involves reviewing the project's progress against the PM plan and finding deviations that could impact the project's success. The key to understanding and monitoring and controlling the project is defining how we will be measuring performance. Therefore, the PM should have a firm grasp of understanding performance measurement baselines, such as scope, schedule, cost, quality, resources, and risks. Additionally, there should be objective metrics for these baselines so that we understand what classifies as positive or negative performance. Let's focus on controlling risks. Risk management is not a one-time event in the planning stage. It continues through the project's lifecycle. The process involves tracking known risks, monitoring residual risks, the risks that remain after implementing our response, and identifying new risks, as well as evaluating the effectiveness of our risk management strategies. By continuously monitoring and controlling risks, we can minimize their impact on the project and ensure that we are prepared to handle any uncertainties that may arise. This means regularly assessing the risk register, reviewing risk responses, and ensuring that our mitigation plans are working as intended. As we are keeping track of future events that may or may not happen, we have actively moving pieces that we also must monitor. As a result, we will be controlling resources. PMs ensure that the physical resources like equipment, materials, and facilities, as well as human resources, are being used effectively and efficiently. The goal is to monitor resource utilization to ensure that the team has everything they need when they need it, and that the resources are not being wasted or overallocated. If resources are not being used efficiently, we may need to consider resource optimization techniques like smoothing and leveling. Additionally, we need to control quality in the project. Quality control is about ensuring that the produced deliverables meet the required quality standards. This process involves testing, inspections, and reviews of the deliverable to verify that the product is of the highest quality. Whether it's inspecting physical products, testing software, or reviewing documentation, quality control ensures that every deliverable meets the established quality benchmarks, and if any defects or nonconformances are found, corrective actions are taken to address them and ensure that the final deliverable meets the project's quality criteria. As we are monitoring the progress of the project, we may need to consider changes in the direction or implementation. Therefore, we perform integrated change control as changes are being recommended. Change is inevitable in any project, but how we monitor these changes is critical. Therefore, we follow a creative process that involves reviewing all change requests, approving or rejecting them, and implementing the changes as needed. The goal is to ensure that any changes are beneficial to the project and not introduce unnecessary risks or disruptions. If we've implemented changes and believe that we may have reached our baseline goals, we may consider verification and validation of the project scope. Verification is focused on confirming that the team's efforts align with the requirements, standards, and baselines established during the planning phase. In simple terms, verification ensures that we are doing the work right. During the monitoring and controlling process, it is our responsibility as project managers to check that the deliverable meets the specified requirements. This involves reviewing the team's work and having performance reviews to ensure that the outputs align with the project's baselines. Once the team has confirmed the results through verification, we then move on to validation with the customer. While verification focuses on internal checks, validation answers the question, are we doing the right work? And involves formalizing acceptance of deliverables by the customer or project sponsor. Validation is external facing and ensures that the project's deliverables meet the need and expectations of the customer. It involves presenting the completed deliverables to the customer for their review and approval. The formal approval signifies that the deliverables meet the agreed upon criteria and that the project's scope has been fulfilled as planned. It has been validated. There are many more actions that we should conduct as project managers during the monitoring and controlling phase. However, the summary is that we want to track the project's progress, address variances, and take corrective actions as needed. By following the process in this phase, we ensure that the project stays on track, meets its objectives, and adapts to any new challenges that may arise. To learn more, reach out to PM-ProLearn.